Hi guys, do you see anything strange in the picture above? Take a good look and comment below. I will pin the correct comment. Like the previous part, it seems you are all quite interested in pictures that look ordinary, but actually have a dark story behind them. So this will be part 2, featuring even more captivating stories. Dear friends, have you fastened your seatbelt?
1. Picture before death.
In both of these cases, the person taking the photo immediately encountered a terrible accident that they did not survive. Let's find out what happened.
Ordinary photos with disturbing backgrounds. At first this looks like a pretty normal picture, a dad with his son on his shoulders smiling during their trip to Northern Ireland in 1998. But that red car behind them, it was hiding 500 pounds of explosives. Just moments after this photo was taken, it went off. It ended up becoming one of the worst attacks in Northern Ireland's history. The father and son made it out safe and sound, but the person who took the picture wasn't so lucky. This picture was taken by 22-year-old Dash Patel. This looks like a pretty normal hiking photo, a black bear in the distance about 100 feet away. This photo was taken by Dash Patel while hiking with his friends in New Jersey. The bear started to follow them and the group ended up splitting up to stay safe. But when they regrouped, Dash wasn't there. Hours later, authorities found his phone damaged with bite marks and this eerie photo was still saved on it. Sadly, Dash never made it out. The bear caught up to him before help could arrive. I'm going to be dropping a part 2 to this video, so make sure you give me a quick follow so you don't miss out.
For this case, the group of friends encountered a black bear. Black bears rarely attack, but if they do, survival is unlikely. The mistake here was that the friends screamed and ran away, which triggered the bear's predatory instinct. The way to ward off a black bear is to act bigger than it, meaning, if they had stood together and made intimidating noises, they might have successfully chased the bear away. Hiking in the forest requires a lot of experience and knowledge, so please don't be reckless.
2. Mark red wine.
This picture is of a man wearing a dress. Very bizarre, right? More than bizarre. There is a dark tragedy behind this photo. Let's listen to the story of Mark Redwine.
In 2012, a teenage boy was staying with his dad on Thanksgiving. When the boy arrived at the house, he went to his room to use the father's laptop. The boy was going through the laptop for quite a while when he suddenly found some strange photos and videos of his dad. The son decided that that was enough and left his room. He went to look for his father to confront him about the terrible things he had just witnessed. When he found his dad, he confronted him with what he had seen. At first, the father tried to play it off and asked what the boy was talking about, but soon the father became more and more angry and ashamed. He even became so angry that he attacked his own son. Sadly, the boy didn't survive. 3 months after this horrible attack, no one had a clue of the whereabouts of the boy except the father, Mark Redwine. Mark would even go on the Dr. Phil TV show stating that he was innocent. Another 4 months go by when 2 hikers found the skull and remains of the son, Dylan Redwine. After 9 years, justice was finally served and Mark Redwine was sent to prison.
I can't believe it. It took 9 long years of waiting, but justice was finally served. The murderer Mark Redwine was sent to prison. What a tragic and chilling end to a Thanksgiving.
3. Anatoly Moskvin.
Looking at the photo, you will see a crudely made, rather ugly doll. But guess what? That was a person. Watch this video to find out what happened.
Anatoly Moskvin was arrested in 2011 after authorities discovered the mummified remains of 26 girls and women, aged 3 to 29, in his apartment. Moskvin had exhumed the bodies from local cemeteries over a span of years, mummifying them himself using various preservation techniques. He dressed the remains in clothing and posed them around his home, treating them as if they were dolls. Astonishingly, Moskvin's parents, who lived in the same apartment, were aware of the figures, but believed they were nothing more than large, lifelike dolls. Moskvin reportedly had an obsessive fascination with cemeteries, death rituals, and the occult, which he combined with his academic background in history. He admitted to selecting the bodies of girls whom he believed could be brought back to life, and claimed that his actions were driven by a desire to preserve their spirits.
This is a terrifying case that haunts viewers due to its gruesome and perverse nature. The souls of young girls were imprisoned inside these dolls to serve the man's disgusting fantasies.
4. Vase Girl.
The photo shows a girl with only a head. They said the girl grew up in the vase from childhood, and her internal organs and limbs were inside the vase. The girl in a vase performance is actually a sophisticated visual illusion used by circuses to deceive the audience. The core secret lies in the use of one or more large mirrors cleverly positioned inside the pedestal or table holding the vase. The girl is not crammed into the small vase. Instead, she sits cross-legged or hides in a concealed space behind the mirror. Only her head and neck are subtly brought up to emerge from the vase's mouth. Dim lighting and decorations like flowers and tinsel are used to conceal the mirror edges, convincing the audience that they are witnessing a strange mutant, rather than a setup based on simple physical principles.
No, I wasn't really wanting to talk about this video because I don't know a whole lot of information about it, but it is literally everywhere, so I'm going to try to give you guys some context. This clip shows a person at nighttime approaching what looks to be an abandoned vehicle. There are several variations of this video filmed both at night and day, but they all end the exact same way. The person walks up to the window, the camera gets blurry, and they back up screaming in horror. Now, based on my research, it appears as though this video originated on TikTok, and this guy was in the process of exploring this abandoned Japanese town, and he came across the vehicle. From here, the details get a little bit more fuzzy though, because a lot of people are theorizing that there is a melted person on the inside of this vehicle, a decomposing person, and that's why this guy has the reaction he has. Personally, while I do think this guy is exploring an abandoned village, I don't think there's a melted person in the vehicle because it still hasn't been cleaned up, and you'd probably call the police immediately if you found this. Either way, we don't have definitive proof of any of these statements, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
5. The Dark Photos.
Because the murderer always hides under the guise of a normal person, we only get goosebumps when the truth is exposed.
Normal photos with disturbing backgrounds. This blurry party photo looks like any other normal image, right? But the guy holding the orange cup is called Tyler Hadley. And just hours earlier, he took the lives of his own parents. He then threw a house party while his parents' bodies were still upstairs. He even ended up posting on his social media, "Party at my house later." Dozens ended up showing up. Some thought he was joking when he ended up confessing to them, but one friend saw the truth. And this photo was taken right after. Tyler was arrested the very next morning. This photo shows David Johnston smiling with a notepad in hand, studying Mount St. Helens. He was a volcanologist, calm, focused and ready. But just 13 hours later, the mountain erupted. David's final words over the radio were, "Vancouver, Vancouver, this is it." His remains were never found. Also, if you want to see more normal photos with disturbing backgrounds, I'm going to be dropping another part to this video, so make sure you give me a quick follow so you don't miss out.
Please watch the following videos. They might shock you even more than those murders.
Photos with disturbing backstories. Part 7. Just a photo of a man pouring water in pool. That's acid, not water. World's youngest mother. She's 5 years old. Just a photo of two boys laughing. They were struck by lightning after that.
I will help you explain the case of the pregnant girl and her giving birth in more detail.
Lena Medina was only 5 years, 7 months, and 21 days old when she gave birth to a baby boy. She was born into a remote village in Peru on September 23rd, 1933. When she was just 5 years old, her parents noticed that her abdomen was growing at an increasing rate, so they decided to take her to the doctor. They initially feared that it was a tumor, and thank God it was not, but it was actually something worse. Something that left the entire medical community in shock. Lena was actually 7 months pregnant. And on May 14th, 1939, she gave birth to a thankfully healthy baby boy. It was via a C-section because her little body couldn't push out a baby. Doctors actually found out that she was suffering from a rare condition called precocious puberty, which causes the child's body to develop 10 times faster. The disgusting question still remains is who got her pregnant? The authorities arrested her father thinking something else sinister was going on, but he was released due to lack of evidence. And nobody really knows who got her pregnant.
The fact that a 5-year-old girl could give birth is terrible enough. But who would do that to a little girl? Just thinking about what she must have endured makes me want to cry.
6. The Dread Cannibal Attack Accident.
This is the face of a very ordinary man, until you see his next picture. Watch the video.
This photo right here has probably been seen by many because this made national headlines not too long ago. This is a TikTok slideshow that I was tagged in, where the first slide shows a photo, believe it or not, of the same person on the left and the right. The second slide shows an image of the same person, Ronald Popo, and the final photo shows him playing guitar, but with a significantly different appearance. It's pretty obvious something happened here. Ronald was a homeless man who was attacked back in 2012, and he is very famous for being attacked in a cannibalistic incident. The man in the photo behind me is Rudy Eugene, who accused Ronald of stealing his Bible, then made him unconscious and proceeded to eat his face. Eugene was dispatched of and subsequently removed from the gene pool at the scene, and this is the result before and after for Ronald. Nowadays, Ronald is doing quite a bit better. He hangs out and plays guitar. He also gets plenty of coaching on how to operate given the results of this incident.
7. Elizabeth Fritzl.
This is a house that looks very cramped, probably belonging to a poor family. But no, this is not a house. It's just a basement, where an unimaginable crime took place.
The apple! What?
I want you to imagine this for a second. Being locked in a basement for 24 years straight, not seeing the light of day, and your captor is your father. This Hey Apple slideshow is extremely disturbing and is kicked off with a photo of an extremely evil man named Joseph Fritzl, then a photo of his daughter named Elizabeth, and a partial photo of the basement that she was kept in for 24 years straight. When Joseph's daughter Elizabeth turned 18, he made the deranged choice to lock her in the basement. He then told friends and family that Elizabeth had decided to join a cult and forced her to write letters saying that she did do this, while in reality he kept his daughter in the basement and forced her to bear 7 more children of his. Joseph and his wife cared for 3 of these children, and when one of Elizabeth's 19-year-old daughters became critically ill, the police started looking for her. Joseph released her for this purpose, but it was clear something was wrong, and she told the police everything. And in 2009, Joseph was given a life sentence.
This is a devil in human form. Just by looking at his face, you can tell. I also remember a game on Roblox that is similar to this story. The girl who lived in the basement asked her father why her stomach was so big and round. Guys, you know the answer. It's disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. Let's end the video with a series of pictures that hold terrifying truths.
Normal-looking photos with scary backstories.
A normal picture of a girl. She's being photographed by her kidnapper who took her life. A normal photo of young boys escorting a kid. The last known photo of James Bulger, after which he was murdered. 2 boys taking a picture. They were struck by lightning shortly after. Normal photo of children. They are unknowingly walking to their deaths in the gas chambers. Just a photo of some astronauts. Their space shuttle is damaged and they will be dead in a few days. Normal photo of a father and his daughter. Photo taken moments before the Omaha car bombing in 1998. A photo of John Lennon. Shortly after he was killed by his fan.
Scary things hidden in photos.
Just a wedding happening. There are cults. Just a family photo. There's a reflection of ghost in the mirror. A girl standing beside her sister's grave. Her sister might be came for a picture. Picture of bride and a groom. Just look at his shoes. Just a normal family photo. Who is that? Just 2 friends chilling. Who is she? Just a normal photo. When you see it,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow so I can keep protecting you from these creepy mysteries. Thanks for watching, my dear friends. See you in the next video. Bye.